Hello everyone, welcome to Dark Souls tutorial. I'm joined with Asunder from hit YouTube channel Asunder.
Asunder VA, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry man. Anyway, so we're gonna be making a new character. This one's gonna be called Asunder. What should this character be called for the walkthrough?
How about
You're taking too long.
Nedlo.
His name is gonna be Gumble.
No, it's Nedlo.
Idle?
Nedlo. Nedlo.
Edlo. Okay.
No W, just low.
So particular. Edlo. Okay. So next we're gonna pick the thief this time. So and then we're gonna pick black fire bombs and we're gonna give him actually wait, can I do the thief? Should I do this? Yeah, fuck it, we can souls need. We're gonna go for a very large we're gonna go for, yeah, he's gonna be fat. We're gonna make him the fucking ginger. Give him a receding hairline and like, we can make it a little dark red. Yeah, this is your average ginger.
Disgusting.
The thing about the thief, this is a walkthrough. So the thing about the thief is they do start with the master key, so you can just ignore everything else. So yeah, we're gonna open this up and we're gonna start running. So you can just skip everything else and you can just keep the black fire bombs and still be able to open up a bunch of doors, which honestly is really useful. So next you're gonna want to go up this mighty ladder. Alexa, play that fucking Metal Gear Solid music. So next up you want to go over here. Now I could mess this up, so it's a really whatever, but go over here. Wait, and then you throw. You throw again. And you roll back and you throw again. And again.
Absolute menace.
And then, okay, now you leave the game. Now, if I'm correct, I just did this correctly. So now you reopen and you just play the asylum normally. And if I'm correct, when you get to Oscar, he's going to do something very funny. So we're going to go over there now. So yeah, you want to completely ignore him. He's not that important. You want to just walk through this door. Next up, you want to just go over through here. You can completely ignore this arrow. Honestly, we don't need the shield either. So just walk by. This guy's a bit fucking dumb, so just smack him out of the way. Pick up your bandits, nice. Which we shouldn't need, but just in case if I mess that up, we're just going to continue upwards. We're just gonna cut this guy up a bit. He came to the wrong neighborhood in Brexit or Britain or whatever. So next we want to walk over here, and now normally you can wait for a boulder that's going to be at the top of there to fall down, but we don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna this real quick. And see, this does a fun little thing where it just breaks the wall for some fucking reason. I don't know why. And anyway, now we're gonna talk to this guy. We're just gonna say yes to it, and he's gonna give us an Estus flask and the big pilgrim's key. So we did do it correctly. Asunder, are you still there? I don't think Asunder's still there. So yeah, you can just ignore this guy. I did get attacked twice there. That's my bad. I think Asunder went somewhere. Anyway, so now you just kind of walk through this door. The worst part is you don't really get any of the souls or any stuff. Oh, okay, they're all shooting me now. Ow. See, I don't like when I get shot. So yeah, we're gonna want to heal up now. We did kind of ignore the target shield, which has the best parry frame window, but like, I don't really care about it. And yes, you can parry with your fists. You got the RT, the LT and RT for heavy and not heavy attacks. And then you can just kind of walk through this door. Roll off to the side here. Roll off to the side there. Kind of open the door. Now, he's not very happy about you just fucking doing that shit, but I don't really care. I'm gonna run through. So, yeah, see, he's now in there. So, yeah, there's also a soul that's kind of like... I need to check something. It seems his Wi-Fi has died or something, so he's not alive anymore. Our good friend Asunder has died permanently. So anyway, after doing that, you can go back and kill him for the souls, which I am going to do. You don't have to. You can completely fucking ignore him. But I do want those souls, so I'm actually gonna fucking kill him. Ow. So I'm actually just gonna throw this shit up. Oh, I missed. Missed again. Uh-oh. And... Alright, now you just go inside. Just slap his butt a few times and he's gonna... You can use the last back firebomb if you want to fuck him. I did. Anyway, so now he's dead. And you get the Demon Great Hammer. So now you have that weapon, which we don't really need, but you have it now. And you don't get any of the... You do get the soul. Sorry. So yeah, you get all the souls, and then you can jump there, and it'll take you all the way down to Firelink Shrine. Next thing you want to do is pump everything into strength. And you still need a couple levels of strength. Luckily for you, there's plenty of souls here that will get you up. Now, for speed running, this is a terrible strategy, just straight up because it doesn't really speed run anything. But for our game, it really doesn't matter. Again, this is a normal, everyday walkthrough. So yeah, over here, down this tunnel, you get some fire bombs, which actually really... If you need some quick souls, you can get them from killing some of the NPC, but we don't really... Up here, you get to what's going to be an elevator shaft eventually. And, yeah, you can just jump down it. I was actually afraid when I first played in. I didn't want to jump down there, but, you know, beaten this game so many times I don't really care anymore. Then you want to open up this chest, get a homeward bone. Then you can get a morning star. You know, morning stars are fun. Oh yeah, and a talisman. This is online raid stuff, like if you want to go fight people online or something. That's not really that useful, but I mean you can do it if you want, but it's only if you enjoy that type of thing, and I don't. These are for mimics, but you don't even know what I'm... now we just ignore everything else here. All the way down here. And you notice how we only have 22 souls? Oh yeah, wait, okay. There's one other important thing that we need. We need this. And we only have 22, so we could just kill ourselves here. You know? It's a spear made of souls and all that stuff. Anyway. Now we want to head down here, and because we picked the thief class, you can just completely just pop down here. Next thing you want to do is you want to go elevator down to New Londo, or the ruins of New. If you really want to fast roll and everything with this, you can turn into the Jerky Man. He may try to give you some or something, but you gotta want to say for that. Next thing you want to do is you want to here, open up this door with the master key, and boom, you have a large soul of a nameless soldier. And then you can also walk down over this way. This part is actually it is kind of a good idea to get a shield, but we don't need that because we're just built different. So next thing you want to do is you kind of want to just walk over here. So there's a couple things with this thing. This is an actual... So with this, you want to go over here and grab this. And then if you're brave enough, you can kind of edge yourself toward. And get that. You cannot get the other item without waking him up. Anyway, that item is the Store Straight Sword. It is the worst sword in the game. Do not get it. It has dual scaling and not the greatest scaling in the first place either. So yeah, it's just not good. Don't get it. Anyway, so next off, we're going to want to run down here. And completely ignore everything else. Gonna start spitting lightning at you. You want to roll it. And then you want to walk over through this way. Again, you can just keep on ignoring everything. You want to just keep running, which is the hold down the sprint button. It seems that the dragon tried to bite us and then shot lightning. Then you want to run up through here. This is a little thing. Here. Now, here's the next part. This part can be kind of fun or kind of not, depending on who you are. For me, it's kind of entertaining, but, yeah. So, you want to kind of just walk through here. Now you're in a big cave system. It's going to say Dark Root Guard Basin or something soon. See the lighting? It's not gloomy. So, that, first off, we want to actually quickly do... So, you want to go into your inventory. Go down and use the souls. That's a 2,000. That's a good 1,000. And then this one's, I think, 800 or something. No, 200. Anyway, so now you want to level up. Again, everything into strength. Now you need one more level of strength. And you may be wondering, how am I going to get that level of strength? I'll tell you. I'm going to go over here. Now, this guy could actually kill you quite a bit if you're bad. But lucky for me, I'm just not built that way. So yeah, you just want to stab him in the chest, and then you circle around behind him. Wait for him to get up, stab him in the ass. And then you want to just circle around behind him again. And then just parry him again. Stab him in the gut, or the dick, or whatever. And then you want to turn around, wait for him to get up, and then do it again. And then you want to do it again. Oh, see, almost got me there. And you want to stab him in the ass again. He almost killed me there. And he did kill me there because I got cocky and all that. So yeah, in this game, if you get cocky, you die a lot. You don't want to be cocky in this game. It's not good for you. And so next thing we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to run up here again. Now, yeah, as you can see, we're in the Dark Root Basin. Kind of want to run down here. Kind of want to just die. Just lost all of our souls, which is fine. This guy's gonna give us the amount of souls we need. So I could show you some ways of beating him. He's gonna, of course, he has to shimmy and dance on us after he kills us. That's the normal thing that everyone does. But yeah, so we just kind of want him to follow us down here. And then, yeah, you just kind of shimmy him over and then kick him off the edge. Now he's dead and he gives us about 18,000 life. And you get the grass crest. So now you have enough levels. And you get like a blue titanite, I believe. So if we go over to this and then, yeah, so you get a blue titanite chunk. Which can be used to level up magic weapons and all that stuff. So yeah, anyway, you want to go over here and you want to level up your strength. And then you can't level up anything else. So next, you want to go over to here. You want to equip your Flyhander now that you can. And then you want to go ahead and equip your grass crest. You want to do this, and perfect. Now this is the best build in the game. You pretty much won the game at this point. But we can go a bit further. Next up, you're going to want to run up these hills. Now there's a couple places that you can go here. You can go over that way toward there. But we're not going to do that because we're going to skip the entirety of the Undead Berg because that's funny. So you want to walk up this way instead of going straight. There's actually an item over here, but we don't need it, so we can... there is going to be a crystal lizard over. So what you want to do is you want to run up and smack it, and then smack it again. And now it's dead, and it gives you a large and twink. That's the term we use for twinkling titanite. We call it twink, and we call it tight or tit, like twink tit or something like that. It's kind of funny. Next, you just kind of want to run up here casually. There are going to be some tree people, but you can really just them. So like this guy over here. Hello, foliage. Yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, hi. Yeah. They're not very smart and all that, so it's kind of fine to just hit them. They are going to chase you, but again, if you just keep a standard pace, they won't be able to catch you. See? Just how the AI in this game works. Now, this place, you do actually have to run a bit. He'll shoot a bit of lightning at you and all that, but if you're running, you kind of waste his energy. Anyway, so now you're up to Andre. This is the blacksmith of this area, of the before the later games. Anyway, so yeah, you're at this bonfire now. You've kind of skipped the halfway through the game already, so if you want, you can just go ahead and go straight to the boss. I'm not gonna do that because what I want to do is I want to go free Lautrec and get a ring. And I'll show you where Lautrec is in this. We're going to beat the gargoyles in this video, and then we'll do Quelaag in the next. So, yeah, you kind of just want to run through. Smash this guy down, because he's annoying. The same with this guy. Okay, just kind of let him do his thing. Yeah, you see, I don't have my weapon properly equipped, so... Smash him down. He's gonna drop something, and you don't really need to drop it, so yeah. Next in here we have the big boy, so he's gonna slam his weapon, kind of like an ugly crier and all that stuff. He lost his girlfriend or something. That's who's dead over there, so you want to kind of crush him. Just kind of let him do his. See, I messed up there. They actually do have combos, but they don't actually use their combos all that much. See, now he's dead. He made a very big mistake there, and that was giving me a chance, and you never want to do that. So now you get a Titanite shard and more levels that you can put into stuff. I recommend endurance at this point. Just a little bit of endurance. This is a Firekeeper stole. You can upgrade your flask and all that. So if you want, you can go back, but I'm ballsy, so we're going to go forward. This is not recommended for new. Probably upgrade your. See, that's what I mean. You shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. It was not a good idea. I do not recommend it. Very dumb idea. I have to go get my souls back now. Not fun, but that doesn't really matter. Next, you kind of want to just up always. We could have gotten the poise ring if we wanted to not like stay all that stuff, but realistically we don't really need it. So we can just kind of ignore it. There are 2 rings that you want from a giant dad. Like, I have part of the giant dad already, but like realistically I don't really need the giant dad build because I'm just playing my way. And my way is the correct way. Everyone else is kind of dumb for not playing this way, you know. So yeah, you know how we died over here. We're just gonna not do that this time. There's someone yelling at the kid side. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna come down. I'm making the same mistake I made before. Now, as you see, I killed him that time. That's good. So next up, we're gonna have a bit of a hard time because we have a group of a bunch of dummies. These are the hollows. Now we could completely ignore them and just continue. I kind of want to fight them. Just for the shits of it. They do get buffed, so you want to not get hit by them. See? They did over half my health. So we just don't want to get hit. Like that. Yeah, see that should have hit him, but it didn't. So I'm a bit upset about that, actually. Now, every time you're gonna have to fight them, and it's very annoying, that stuff. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. If we really cared, we could go for the Morning Star and kind of do kind of style with fast roll, which I think I'm gonna do. This section is very annoying and can get a lot of first-time players off guard when you first do it. Another thing to know about the Morning Star, it does have bleed. Not the greatest damage, but the bleed buildup is nice. So yeah, you just kind of want to get this guy in a backstab. He will die. Then you want to parry this guy. Again, he will also die. Parries do more than the backstabs because they require a bit more technique. But, you know, if you're just confirmed for a backstab, just... It's way easier for the most part. Anyway, so yeah, there's just some fucking textures on the ground that are freaking out for some reason. I don't know the exact reason, but they are. Can you stop being weird? What I'm doing? Yeah, as you see, he parried me there, but I fucking kicked his shit in because I'm just better. So yeah, now you're gonna want to... Okay. He's not gonna die in one hit. You want to kind of add afterwards. So next up, I kind of just stand right here for a bit. This guy's gonna notice you. And if you kind of just stand here, he'll eventually either fall. Yeah, just hang out here for a bit if you don't fight him. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to. We'll get bored eventually, pretty sure. I don't know. Alright, I mean, we can hang out here for a while and see. Hey. There you go, see? Now that he's bored of it, he's gonna come over here. Switch over to the Zweihander again. Now he's dead. So I think all of these guys are still going to be buffed until... No, see, now they're not buffed. I mean, they could still do some pretty crazy damage. And so that was a quadruple kill. Now that's an expert strategy called being good at the game. It takes a lot of time to learn, and the button inputs are just a bit difficult for new players. But hey, if you feel ballsy enough, you can try it, I guess. Next up, we can go back to the Morning Star for this guy over here. This guy's kind of equally as annoying, mainly just because stairs and all that stuff. I don't like them. So yeah, bring him down here. He'll do his little thrust and you can punish it with a well-timed parry. There are some things about parries that you gotta like remember, but it's for the most part it's pretty basic. So yeah, now he's dead. So you have 4,000 souls now because you're... So next you want to go over here. And you want to break this guy down. He has a humanity. Very useful. If you want to play co-op or something. Which we can, but I'm just better, so I'm... Actually want to go up here. Kind of just... This guy's name is Lautrec. I'm gonna show you what to do with... He's gonna talk to you. You don't really need to care. You just kind of open it up and then you want to talk to him before some Sunlight Bro stuff, but you don't really need to do Sunlight stuff. You don't need to do any Covenant stuff if you just want to play. But now we're gonna go finish up this first tutorial by going to beat the girls. Simple. So we want to go up these stairs, and now again, play some of that Solid Snake music. what a thrill or something, and then just kind of go here. Oh yeah, what a thrill or something like that. I don't know why this is that, but it just go. And then so yeah, once you reach up to this point, it's gonna spawn boss. You could just dodge it and then just push. Oh whoa! I did not know I could do that. Punish it again. And then just kind of... Oh yeah, see, now it's spawned the second one. And we're dead. You see, we did almost beat the boss, but we got a bit cocky there when we should have ran away, which, you know, something that happens to new players. I'm not a new player, I just... New and old players, I mean. Yeah, it happens to everyone. So if we want to make this a bit easier, we can use this in level 7. Which you don't need to do, but it is fun. Do bigger damage. So you want to walk over down to on, say hello, and reinforce weapons. So you want to go down to here. Now you have a Zweihander +2. You could actually use him to upgrade your weapon to +5 before even fighting gargoyles if you're with souls and all that. I'm not, so we're just not. We don't even need this. Yes, sweet stuff. So next anyway, you want to just keep... You want to realize the talking in this... So yeah, you kill this guy with one hit, and then you kind of do this. Completely ignore that guy. Oh, never mind. I'm after you after... You want to chop him down. Which is fun. Fine, you can just chop everyone. If you really want to be... Putting a knife in your offhand and switch into it. This will basically make this next guy really easy. So yeah, you kind of just walk. Stab attack. Want to do that, and now he's dead in one. He dropped a Titanite shard, so if we wanted to, we could go back and probably buy. But we don't really need to. Kind of throw the way of the attack. Still hit us somehow, which is... But he did, so next we kind of want to run up here. While we're doing that, we can... Equip your sword. And then you kind of just walk through the den. That I rolled that, but apparently I did. Yeah, I didn't dodge that one. Or that one, apparently. Yeah, so he kind of comboed me in a shit, if that shit, and I couldn't get out of it. But you know, he's good at comboing, so you gotta respect it. You gotta respect that hustle, man. I don't really want to respect that hustle. I'm gonna pull out the bandit's knife, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna beat this guy. Oh yeah, we do kind of want this Zweihander for shots. So yeah, you kind of run up here, and you kind of just casually do everything. And you kind of just dodge that because yeah, and then you want to do the same. You want to just kind of step back and then walk forward, and he's dead now. Switch back to the knife because you're just built better than everyone else. So next thing you want to do is you want to go up here and kind of just got to do it. Stab. Didn't want to do it that time, but or that time. And then he did it that time, so my parries were off. You know, he kind of pissed me off there, but it's fun. If I'm correct, if I have everything else off, yeah, I can fast roll somewhere. Without anything else on. don't need like that before, like it did before. Just have to worry about pace that stuff and stuff and pace their enemies and pace your mom, I guess. There you go. See, that guy's dead too. The next step, you want to kind of just casually just build that way. You're built casual. And then you want to like two-shot this guy because next thing you want to do is you want to this time you have a fast roll. That guy will usually always walk out the door. Walk out of the way. So then you want to heal up and kind of sometimes he doesn't, so don't trust my judgment, but usually he does. Fine for the most part. Anyway, so now you want to walk over here. And I'm going to try and get something that is... I dodged that, but I bet the hitboxes are kind of shit in this game sometimes. So, yeah, you want to just kind of... Now, see, this is where we run away and heal up a bit. Gonna get kind of angry at that, but we shouldn't have to care. Dodge that attack, which is kind of bullshit, but... Now we're gonna get the... gonna turn around, so we're gonna use that time to heal. And then we're gonna take damage because... Yeah. I'm gonna ignore him for the most part. That guy's doing his fire breath attack. He's gonna do that one again. They're both doing their fire breath attack, so you kind of just want to gonna do that, so you want to kind of do yeah, you want to dodge that, kind of do that. 90% of our HP. Fire breath attack. Since they're far away, you can heal up. He's gonna run towards you, which is actually very useful. How we could do. Use this opportunity to kill him. So once one of the gargoyles, it's really easy to kill the other. All you have to do is walk up behind. See? And just kind of cut him down. So yeah, that's the bell gargoyles. We did get lucky and get the helmet, which it does look pretty cool, but it also weighs a lot, so we're just not going to use it. So you got 10,000 souls. You can put that wherever, really wherever you want. I want to get this Zweihander up to +5. We're going to spend most of it on upgrading it, and then we'll pump the rest into, I think. So I don't actually remember how much we need to upgrade, but we did get an like an Estus, so that's pretty useful. I'm gonna show you another thing. A lot of people will just use the homeward from doing this, but there's actually a secret guide that you can if you don't. So yeah, you get it rings a bell. We don't really need that. This is a walkthrough, not a walkthrough. So next you want to slide down that ladder. And then you want to go over to this. This one's pretty long, so it's like water thrill and all that stuff. So yeah, we water thrilled our way down. Talk to this guy. This guy is a pardoner. Oswald of Karim, the pardoner and all. So yeah, you can learn the best gesture in the game. And then you can purchase a bunch of items. He does actually sell homeward that stuff and some good ring. Honestly, this ring is really good for if you want to do a build with a certain weapon, but we're not going to do that. I didn't commit. So yeah, we don't really care about those guys, so we will now be using and I'm going to be upgrading this weapon to +5, and then I'll do one last thing, and then we can leave and all that. So yeah, we come down to Andre. reinforced weapon, and we can reinforce this to a +2. Now we'll need 2 of those, so we want to purchase 2. Reinforce our weapon to +3. Now we'll need 2 more. You reinforce our weapon to +4. Now it needs 3 more. So yeah, not too much, and you still get some souls. Like, you still have a bunch of souls left, stuff. But yeah, then you want to go purchase. You want to weapon. And so now, yeah, now you have a Zweihander +5. You can also just learn his gesture, which is pretty good. And you can leave now. So yeah, you have a +5 Zweihander after like 35 minutes. And then the rest of it you can use to like level up something. I guess we can level up vitality. I recommend endurance because it levels up your stamina, but I'm just built different, so I'm fine with doing 1 hit and then having to my stamina regenerate. And I don't really care about that anymore, so yeah, we're gonna be good now. You are a bit chunkier with this, but at some point we can go get Havel's ring. But actually, we're gonna be pretty much fine because we're gonna get the ring coming up. So we just ignore all of those guys. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore all of them and just kind of hop down here. Yeah, you see they're gonna chase us. They're kind of stupid. So anyway, now we just kind of chill over here. You can actually go on that and they'll lead you back to the asylum, but we'll do that later. I'm gonna pick up the side stuff. Yeah, so this is a soul level. This is not picking up, but you can if you want. Anyway, so now we're gonna go deal with Latr. And I say deal specifically because he's a bastard. So we're gonna lightly nudge him like 2 feet. And I'm gonna show you how. So on controllers, this is a light attack and this is moving forward. If you do that at the same time, you can kick someone. Trek is pretty chill, so you want to talk to him first and then get the reward. And then you kind of just want to... If you punch him, he will get upset, so you don't want to punch him. You want to just kick him off. He'll then die. You get a free 1,000 souls for that. You can use them to level up. But since he died, you can then return to the menu and reload the game, and it'll reload all the items and like enemies to the same spot they spawn at. And that means you get his item, which is a Ring of Favor and Protection, which is the FAP ring. It boosts everything. So now we can fast roll with all our gear on. Now we can sit down and level up something else, like, I don't know, HP more. And that is the first episode of this tutorial. Thank you all for watching. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to deal with Quelaag and, yeah, and Blighttown. So I'll talk to you all in the next episode.